Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Leejay.
And I'm Melissa.
And welcome to our live session today.
Yes.
We woke up very early in the morning
Yes.
because we are so excited.
Yes, we're feeling motivated today.
Feeling motivated today. A lot of motivation
Yes.
came rushing through
Yes.
this morning.
From the mail.
From the mail. Like I literally run
And the bank.
to check the mail today. And sure enough, our calculations were right.
Yes.
And we actually have it in the mail.
Yes,
So
so we have this.
it's right here. So before we go into the actual topic of today, we just want to say thank you for all of your support.
Yes.
And for the fruition of our work, right? And we couldn't have done it without you, right?
Yes.
Especially for our team members, for all of the people that are with us in this journey.
Yes.
We really appreciate all of you, right?
Yes.
Our business partners, the leaders in our community. You guys are all awesome. We take inspiration from you guys. So
yes. Yeah.
Should we open it? I haven't even had breakfast, you guys. I just wanna.
Yeah, we were so excited and grateful this morning that let's open it. Let's see what's inside.
Let's open it. Open it.
Okay. Want me to do the honors? Okay. Let's do this.
Do the honors.
Did you say in here?
The what?
You didn't.
Oh, I haven't saved it.
Oh, okay. Did it go?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So now it's changed. Right. So let me just open it.
Yeah, you just open it. I'd rather have you open it. Don't rip it.
Okay, guys. Oh my gosh.
How many is it?
1, 2.
There's 2.
3. Oh my gosh. 1, 2. Oh.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So, no, we just wanted to have that on live. just to have a memorable moment of it, right? When we're opening these things. But yeah, we are so happy.
Yes. There's 2 checks.
That this came through.
Let me see.
Right?
Yeah, so there's 2 checks.
Oh my gosh. There you go. There you go, guys. So yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling extremely motivated, and we are so happy to to start the day today.
Yes.
What do we have today? Today's number 18.
We're getting paid for our online work that we do.
Yeah.
And this is the work that we do online.
Exactly, right?
Yes.
And today is day number
18
on our live challenge, and we're so grateful for all of this. And and today's topic really is talking about mindset, right? Like maintaining a positive mindset. And truly that is the goal, right? Every day to have a positive mindset, you guys, because last night we were talking about what were we talking about last night?
Last night was
I can't even
was
remember.
it the sources? Oh, it's
visualization, right? Visualization. And
it was just 8 hours ago.
Yeah. And we were so happy because some of you actually reached out to us saying, thank you for that live session. It really boosted our energy, right?
Yes.
And so wherever you are in the world, if you're tuning in live or you're tuning in, what's the others?
Replay
on a replay.
Let us know where you are and what time it is in your hometown. So let us know so that we get to know you.
That's right. So maintaining a positive mindset. How do you feel about that?
Today I'm feeling pretty positive today. waking up, checking the surprises, the
Mm-hmm.
blessings that we had. Um, it's quite a journey that we had, right? Like you had to really believe that it's possible for you and for us,
It
right?
is. And
And for that thing that we've been hoping to have, and now it's finally here. It's just amazing. Having to have something that before you were just thinking and visualizing, and now it's finally here and you can feel it, you can experience it, and it makes you feel really positive, right? But for the times when there's no results, there's not much things happening, even though you're working hard in the background, right? And nobody knows whether you're working hard. It's only you who knows that you're.
happens all the time. Happens all the time. I mean,
And usually you feel alone, right? You feel you cannot share your mini successes to other
mhm,
people because it's just it's you don't know what they're gonna think.
right.
And sometimes it really helps a lot when you think positively, when in every situation there's always a positive side of things.
Mm-hmm.
And so even if you're on the most negative downest
State.
moment, rock bottom moment, and what Leejay said, even if you were just in a very negative state,
Mhm,
there is a way to, just snap your fingers and flip that around
mhm.
and think positively. Usually I do that when I'm feeling negative. Like, of course, I would take a minute. I need to understand why I feel negative.
Mm.
I need to like have that self-awareness why I feel that way. Maybe my emotions, maybe I'm having my period. Maybe maybe it's just something that happened, or maybe I'm just not feeling
Mhm.
at it. I'm just not feeling anything. But
Uh,
there are times when I could just snap my fingers and be
mhm.
like, okay, you know
I was
like
listening to a podcast, and it was actually Dr. Joe Dispenza,
mhm,
that was trying to explain how these thought patterns
mhm,
emerge, right? When it comes to the feeling of negativity, the feeling of doubtfulness, or when you are feeling down,
yes,
all these are human. Um,
it's human nature.
it's human nature,
And
right?
I
So
guess
we all
everybody feels that
everybody
way.
feels
Yeah.
that way,
Mhm.
and it's what you do about it that really just changes everything,
Yeah.
right? It's not the number of falls
Mhm.
or failures, but it's the numbers of it's how you get up, right?
Yeah.
That really
That.
defines you as a person.
Yeah.
And when it comes to, it's easy to talk about positivity right now because obviously we're feeling positive,
Mhm.
we're feeling good about today, right? Because
Mhm.
obviously we got paid um,
Yes.
today. But there are times where we're doing all this work and we feel like, oh my gosh, nothing is
Okay.
happening, right? Like, how do you actually be? How do you get motivated? How do you
Yeah.
get positive
How do you
in
think
those
positively
in those
when?
moments, right?
Yeah.
Um, and I truly think that it requires practice to do
Yeah.
that,
It
right? I
does.
really think
Yeah.
that it requires practice to think positive,
Yeah.
because all our lives we are surrounded with negativity around us, right? I mean,
Yes.
naturally, even the oxygen that we breathe deteriorates our skin, right? Our body,
Mhm.
right? It's just part of it, oxygenation process.
Yeah.
But for us to overcome all these challenges, all this negativity around us,
Mhm.
really what defines us as human
Yeah.
beings, right?
And the thing that really helps is to surround yourself with positive people.
Mm.
Because if you're feeling negative and then you're surrounding yourself with people who tend to think negatively,
Hmm.
then it really affects you, your day. And if you surround yourself with the people who are working hard to be positive, right? Who are positive all the time. Like it draws you to them, and it
Mhm.
draws you to that energy of positivity.
Mhm.
So it's a big deal
To
with
surround
yeah,
yourself with those
yeah,
individuals. And you know what? They might not be physically here, and that's fine. And that's
yeah,
why we have podcasts. That's why
yeah.
we have
There's
online
YouTube,
communities, YouTube,
right? Like you can
you know,
listen to videos of
audiobooks.
motivational speeches.
Yeah. Do you know that when you're just
Yes.
listening to an audiobook, maybe from Jim Rohn or some the author, right? Right now, I'm finishing the Atomic Habits by James Clear, and just
Yeah.
listening to James Clear, really talk about his experiences. It's kind of like hanging out with him as well, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So it's the same thing when I listen to podcasts early in the morning. I just had an exercise session today, and I was listening to Joe Dispenza, right?
Mhm.
And when I was driving home yesterday, I was listening to him as well. I'm already hanging out with those people, right? With people that has a ton of experience about this topic. They know exactly how
Yeah.
to overcome
Yes.
negativity. Like
It's
recently.
it's like it's work every day, right? Because sometimes naturally, you know, we people tend to think negatively
Mhm.
naturally. So it's a work. It's an effort. It takes effort to
Takes
think
effort.
positively.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. Some days it takes a ton of effort to do that,
Yeah,
right?
some
Some
days it's
days
easier
it's easy because
because maybe you're getting results.
yeah.
Maybe you're getting paid.
Getting paid, you're getting
Yeah,
results, or there's a
yeah,
good news that came
yeah.
in,
There's a good
right?
news,
Um,
right?
you know,
Something good that
maybe your
happened.
tax return hit your bank already, right? Um, and those are good things
Yeah.
that happens to you. But what about those times where things are bad, right? Things are
Yes. Yeah.
you've been looking for a way out of a situation,
Yeah. Or
or you
you're
can
working on something and no results are
right?
coming in.
Or you can't pay your bills, right?
Yeah.
Because the money or the income that's coming in isn't enough, right?
Yeah,
Um,
or maybe you're experiencing some sort of sickness,
mhm,
right? Like pains and aches.
right.
It's hard to think
Of
positively in
course.
spite of all that,
Yeah.
right?
And that's why I truly believe that you really need to have a center, right? Something that
Yes.
you can go back to.
Mm-hmm.
And that for us as Christians, it's
Yes, it's
God, right?
God. Yeah.
To go back to and
Mm-hmm.
to really surrender yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we're just human beings, right?
Yeah.
We're
Like
just
we're
going to,
gonna fall
yeah,
and
hmm
we're gonna get hurt. We're
yeah,
gonna feel pain.
right.
Yeah.
So, why is it important, right? And I think the topic talks about, maintaining a positive mindset, because it is easy. It is easy to be negative, right? That's why it says maintaining
Yes.
means you have to
You have
maintain a positive
yeah,
mindset,
you have to put some sort of effort.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to draw back to the old ways or draw back to possibly addictions, right? I'm not talking about drug addictions, could be, right? But nowadays, addictions could be cell phone addictions, right?
Yeah.
Social
Social
media,
media.
allowing yourself to look at negative posts, right? I was telling you about the law of attraction the other day, about Karen, right? Like watching Karen
Videos.
videos,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it manifested in my life, right? A
Yeah.
Karen just
All of a sudden
randomly
you
verbally
bump
attacked me, emotionally attacked
randomly
me, uh,
you randomly
right?
bump into a Karen in the
Now it's
grocery store.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Or when you're driving and somebody's just being a
Yeah.
Karen on the road, right? So these are the
Yeah.
things that that really happens in real life, and the topic today really says to maintain a positive mindset, especially in the business that we're in. It's
Yes.
so easy to get to get distracted or to
Yeah.
get
Mm-hmm.
into that negative state, especially if there's no results.
Yeah.
Even on the highest executive level, right? People that are in executive level, they're on
Mm-hmm.
the top of their careers,
Yes.
and they can still be succumbed into negativity, right? Especially if they watch their feeds
Yeah.
a lot, and
Or watching
comments,
news that are negative. Right?
news
Yeah.
that are negative, comments that are negative,
Yeah.
gossips that are negative, right?
Yeah.
There's so many negative things that really surrounds all of us, but it's just
Yes.
about maintaining a positive mindset in all of those, right?
Yeah.
I had a mentor that once told me that um, how you do one thing is how you do everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you deal about when you deal how you deal with negativity would reflect on how you deal
Deal with
with
the rest.
maintaining a positive mindset, right? So if you really indulge yourself into the negativity side, and you know what, that's it's weird because us Filipinos, especially in the Filipino community, it's you know we love watching
Drama.
telenovelas, dramas, right? Series that are forever running, and there's always a problem. And in this series of telenovelas, you have you have an emergence of a problem every
Yes.
episode, right? Or there is a big problem that
Yeah.
they can't solve every episode.
Yeah.
And it's weird because people really are drawn into that.
Mm.
We love watching those. We love watching, maybe the mistress being beat up by the real wife,
Oh my
or
god.
you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
or the what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, the the guy being enticed to a outside relationship or some
Mm-hmm.
sort of things like this that are that they're bad and they're negative, yet
But
people really love watching
watching
them,
them.
right?
Yeah.
And and when you look
And
at
it's
it,
it's okay, I guess. But
it's okay,
it's
it's
just,
an entertainment,
yeah,
right? But it's
it's okay
weird
for
that
entertainment.
our part of the brain, you know,
Gets embedded on that.
not necessarily,
Sometimes,
but
right?
it gets us excited to watch those things, right?
Yeah.
I try not to, right? To get
Yeah.
into those things, right? But because that's just the natural way of maybe having feeling of satisfaction, right? Especially when they finally
Mm.
find out who the mysterious villain is, right? Or they
Or
finally find
yeah.
out who said who, right?
Yeah.
And and in real world, gossips are one of those things, right? And people love to do that because they speculate, right? Oh, what could they do, and
Yeah.
who could they talk to, and what things like that. And so when you bring that into the business world, it really just ruins everything, right? So it will completely ruin
Yes.
your business plan, your strategies,
Yeah. Or it
um,
will affect your emotions,
your
your
emotions, yeah.
feelings, right?
And all of that really comes down to our feelings, right?
Yeah.
How we feel about one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when we let that happen, we're definitely going to give up. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
And
It's
I'll,
just gonna be harder to work,
that's right.
right? Like.
And I always tell this
Mm-hmm.
to people that I trained in the past that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, all around us is negative. All around us, it's filled with rejection. We get
Yeah.
rejected all the time. We get rejected by our friends, by our family, by our
Yes.
coworkers,
Yeah.
by the love of your life, right?
Yeah.
You get
But
rejected,
yeah,
constantly.
clients. Yeah.
Clients is a big thing, right?
Yeah.
Or your leads, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get rejected constantly. But the thing is that because this is a normal thing, because this rejection is part of the world, um,
Yeah.
if you don't deal with it properly in a way that
Yeah. There
strengthening your
is a way.
mind,
Mm-hmm.
being positive,
Yeah.
you don't stand a chance
Yeah.
in the real world,
Yeah.
right? It's just
There is a way to deal with that. It's
mhm.
just the strategy. It takes practice
It's
and
practice, yeah.
discipline.
And the funny thing is that the tools are already in front of you, right?
Yeah.
So you say to me, Leejay, I really want to get out of a situation where I have to, I make good money, but I have to work 16 hours a day, right, in order to make
Yes.
this money. And I'm
Yes.
exhausted and I don't have time for my family, right?
Yes.
The other day I was listening to a story about a couple or, retirees actually,
Mm-hmm.
um, that had to pay taxes, right, on their small little income, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because, the bank gave them some sort of interest, right? then they have to pay this huge amount of tax and huge amount of what you call this, the uh,
Um,
fees, right? I'm like, there is a way to get out of this thing, right? 80 years old, that's still working. Like
yeah.
imagine 80 years old, that has to maintain, a work, right, to support himself and his
Why?
wife, right? And you can really see them worn out. You can really see them tired, right? But who wants to do that? People say, you know what? I do this because this is my retirement job, right? Could be for some people, right? They really enjoy greeting in Walmart, right? Nothing wrong with that. But to be exhausted and really ready to, to enjoy life, right? Just for the little bit of it, whatever's left with it. 80
Yeah.
years old. If there's 20 more years left in his life, good for him, right? But chances are probably not. Um, but like these are the things that you stop and wonder, my gosh, like there is an opportunity for them, there is a solution for them,
Yeah.
if we can only just say it, right, just
Yeah.
right up front, bluntly, that there's a solution for you. This is a lot of people are their lives have been changed with this particular
Yes.
system. We really
Yeah.
want to teach you, we really want to get you in.
Yeah.
It's not that easy, right?
Yeah. But they're not asking the questions.
Yes.
They're not, you know, if they're not asking the questions, then they're not open to hear about it, right?
Exactly, right? So, and that's why we do this kind of business. We do ads, for example, just to put it out, put the
Out there.
message out there.
Yeah.
And for them, if they gravitate towards the message, and if they want to learn more about it, or if it triggers their curiosity, or they want to inquire about it, and because there is a solution for them, right, then maybe we can help, right? And I always tell people, when, especially in my job, right, when I talk to business people, I always
Yeah.
tell them, I want to get to know your company first, and I want you to get to know us first, right? And then we can, when we find things are good, then we both,
We
if we
work
both
together.
agree, right, then we can work together. And it's the same thing with the online space, you guys, right? So reach out to
Yes.
us,
Yeah.
right?
And let's get to know each other.
mhm.
We'll see if working together is a good fit, right? And
Exactly.
if not, it's okay. We learn something,
That's
right?
fine as well, right?
Yeah.
So, and hopefully this session gives you a ton of value. And maintaining a positive mindset really is a must, right? In fact,
Yes.
it is a crucial,
It's a
um,
choice.
right? It's a choice, and it's also a crucial part of
Of
building business, right? As a
successful
successful
business.
business,
Yeah.
right? So, thanks a lot, guys. If you are, considering this, reach out to us, or you can check out our website, leejayandmelissa.com.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Have a great
you.
day.
Have a great day.
Have a
Bye
great
bye.
night. Bye. Amimi.